morning, everyone. I'm incredibly excited to welcome so many of you to UKIO 2023. We come together to break down the barriers in healthcare during these difficult times and explore the many facets of synergy and symbiosis that underpins this. After an exciting 2022 conference, what was that? Why am I so confident it was successful last year? Oh, my dear friends, everyone is always very keen after a conference to tell you what you can do better. After all, how do you think I landed this gig in the first place? If the most negativity that can be levelled at us last year was lanyards and name badges, I think we did a pretty good job. And our exhibitors and sponsors can relax, knowing that they no longer have to look you in the eye to ask you your name, and instead can now surreptitiously return to glancing at your chest to get the information that way. The Rock Board and Working Party have worked very hard to put together something that's worthy of the faith and trust you've put in us by honouring us with your presence this year. We reviewed the external pressures affecting the NHS and its workforce, and after an autumn, a winter, a spring, and a summer of ongoing discontent, including a cost of living crisis, we reflected on what UKIO should look like during these times. With squeezed to leave budgets and time, we wanted to make UKIO as accessible as possible, while maintaining the same high quality that you demand and quite rightly expect of us. The result was a reduction in prices for all delegates and a completely free day on Wednesday for CPD to meet exhibitors, with students and trainees being able to access the entire conference for £75. The programme is now more streamlined and delegate focused to give UKIO a unique identity for practice-based content. We've concentrated on specialist for the generalist and top-tip content. We've added more sessions on service delivery and education on workforce and placed research at the heart of what we offer. We have more profit paper sessions than ever before, more hands-on workshops and interactive case reviews, and a stronger mentoring focus. We're really excited that the legendary Dr. Khan Teaching is hosting training masterclasses for the FRCR exam with over 11 hours of content, and we have a return of the FRCR 2B Viva tutorials. Our sponsors and exhibitors have also made very valuable contributions to the programme in curated industry sessions, in their own dedicated sessions, as well as educational activities that they run through their stands. And UKIO 2023 is a continuation of the journey began during my time as industry liaison, where we're seamlessly merging what was traditionally scientific and industry sessions into a homogeneous experience of high quality education. So be sure to visit their stands to benefit from the value-added content. And don't forget, in this glorious weather, to also go outside the mobile units. The dementia bus is well worth a visit if you can remember to do so. Another new feature this year is the Research Hub, where researchers are actively recruiting participants from UKIO's multi-professional attendances. Please visit the Hub and do contribute to the many important research projects that are going ahead. We also have an exciting plenary programme. This year I'm delighted to imminently be introducing you to our opening speaker, followed by a panel session on Tuesday, where we explore lived experiences of cancer, and another panel session on Wednesday, plenary about alternative career routes. The Wednesday panel will be asking the question, Healthcare 2.0, do all roads lead to medical school? Of course, UKIO isn't just about CPD. We know that, you know that. Fun and networking are equally important to all of us, and so we hope you'll join us at the exhibition receptions at the end of both Monday and Tuesday. The Tuesday reception is very kindly hosted by AXREM, so be sure to visit the AXREM member stands to get your wristbands and drinks vouchers. And I'm really looking forward to see many of you at the Tuesday night social at Oh Me Oh My. I want to beg your indulgence at this point for a few minutes to share a short anecdote about an immigrant who came to this country in the early 70s, not because he thought the streets were paved with gold, because he valued the education that we provided for his children. He would tell anyone who would listen that education in England is like a deep pool. Drink deeply of it so you don't regret missing out. He, as a working class man, was very quick to always step up for those who he deemed less fortunate than himself. Why am I telling you this? Well, these are the principles that my late father, instilled in me about the importance of education and for supporting those who don't have the privilege we do. And because of this, I'm incredibly proud to have championed a project which promotes a global community for high quality education and equitable access to the same. I'm humbled that this project was funded by the Rock Board, as well as two of our wonderful sponsors, Sectra and Cure.ai, so please do make sure you visit their stands also. As a result, I'm honoured that when joined this year by delegates from Liberia, Uganda, Malawi and Nepal, and I'm sure you'll join me in making them feel very welcome. I can only hope that this is a fitting legacy for the man who just passed away so very recently. So we've come together to curate our own pool for you at UKIO 2023, and I encourage you to drink deeply, to immerse yourself, no matter where you came from and where you'll return to, be it London or Liberia, Nepal, or even more exotic locations such as Newcastle. There you have a wonderful congress. And once more, welcome to UKIO 2023. I want to move on now from the tale of one immigrant to another, and this is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to our open conference speaker. The board will attest that when we settled on the theme for this year's conference, I was adamant that this is the man for this year. He embodies the synergy between primary and secondary care and the clinical and health tech spaces in the national diabetic work he champions. The symbiosis between patients and clinicians and between the NHS and international medical graduates that he so passionately champions in his equality role, breaking down the barriers of healthcare such as Joshua before the walls of Jericho. The man, the myth, the impossibly glossy mane, I present to you Professor Parthakar.